A cop pulls over an old couple, asks for license and registration, and asks, "Do you know how fast you were going, sir?" Husband, "Gee, officer, I'm not sure." Wife, 85 miles per hour. Officer, he passed several signs before you pulled him over. The husband then looks the wife with the corner of his eye, obviously upset. The police officer says, "Yes, ma'am, he was indeed going at that speed. Sir, do you also know you have an expired brake tag?" The wife then says, "Yes, for 3 months now. I've been telling him to renew it, but he never listens." The husband then gives the wife a furious glare. The officer says, "Well, that's another ticket and a summons, sir," as he continues to write on his pad. Then the wife says, "Don't forget about the busted headlight, officer." The husband then goes into a fit of anger and slams his fist on the steering wheel and yells, "Gosh darn it, woman, shut your damn pie hole already before I become real mad." The police officer then asks the wife, "Ma'am, does he usually speaks to you in this manner?" The wife replies, "Only when he is drunk, officer." A carpet layer had just finished installing carpet for a lady. He stepped out for a smoke, only to realize he'd lost his cigarettes. In the middle of the room, under the carpet, was a bump. "No sense pulling up the entire floor for one pack of smokes," he said to himself. He proceeded to get out his hammer and flattened the hump. As he was cleaning up, the lady came in. "Here," she said, handing him his pack of cigarettes. "I found them in the hallway." "Now," she said, "if only I could find my gerbil." A guy goes to jail. First night after lights out, he hears someone yell out, "49!" Then the entire cell block bursts out laughing. A few moments later, someone else yells out, "88!" and everyone laughs again. The new inmate turns to his cellmate and asks, "What's with the numbers? Why is everyone laughing?" His inmate replies, "Well, we've all been here so long we've heard every joke." Instead of telling the entire thing and wasting time, we gave each joke a number so we can just yell out the joke number and everyone gets a laugh. The new inmate says, "Huh, I guess that makes sense." And after thinking a moment asks, "Can I try?" His cellmate says, "Yeah, sure, go ahead." Just yell out a number, everyone will know which joke you're telling. So the guy yells out into the darkness, 22. But nobody laughs. He frowns, waits a moment, then yells out, 70. Again, nothing. He turns back to his cellmate and asks, "Why is nobody laughing?" His cellmate responds, "Hey man, some people know how to tell a joke and some don't." Guy walks into a store and asks the clerk, "Where's the alcohol?" Clerk replies, "I'm sorry, this is a candy store." Guy pleads, "Do you have any candy with alcohol in it?" Clerk walks down an aisle and returns with a bag. Guy looks at the bag and says, "This isn't quite what I wanted." Clerk replies, "Well, it is licorice." An 85-year-old couple is going on holiday when they suddenly die in a plane crash. They had been married for 60 years and kept in good health due to their healthy diet and regular exercise. When they reached heaven, St. Peter took them to their mansion, decked out with a fully stocked kitchen, master bath suite, and their very own jacuzzi. As his wife oohed and ahed at their new possessions, the old man asked Peter how much all of this was going to cost. "It's all free," Peter replied. "We are in heaven, after all." Next, they surveyed the lush championship golf course behind their home, where they were entitled to play every day. Of course, all the old man wanted to know was, "How much are the green fees?" "It's free," came the reply. Next, they went to the clubhouse and saw the lavish buffet on offer, with all of the world's different cuisines on offer, every meal cooked to perfection. "How much do we have to pay for two?" asked the old man. "Don't you understand yet?" Peter replied, exasperated. "It's all free. You're in heaven." "Well, where are the low-fat and cholesterol tables then?" "The food won't have too many calories, will it?" the old man asked, looking quite worried. "That's the best part of heaven," St. Peter said excitedly. "You can eat as much of whatever you want, and you won't gain a single gram." With that, The old man went into a fit of anger, throwing down his hat and stomping on it wildly. His wife and Peter tried to calm him down, asking what was wrong. The old man looked at his wife. "This is all your fault," he screamed. "If it weren't for you and your blasted bran muffins, I could have been here 10 years ago." John was in the fertilized egg business. He had several hundred young layers, hens, called pullets, and 10 roosters to fertilize the eggs. He kept records, and any rooster not performing went into the soup pot and was replaced. This took a lot of time, so he bought some tiny bells and attached them to his roosters. Each bell had a different tone, so he could tell from a distance which rooster was performing. Now he could sit on the porch and fill out an efficiency report by just listening to the bells. John's favorite rooster, Old Butch, was a very fine specimen, but this morning he noticed Old Butch's bell hadn't rung at all. When he went to investigate, he saw the other roosters were busy chasing pullets, bells a-ringing, but the pullets, hearing the roosters coming, would run for cover. To John's amazement, Old Butch had his bell in his beak, so it couldn't ring. He'd sneak up on a pullet, do his job, and walk on to the next one. John was so proud of Old Butch, he entered him in the St. Lawrence County Fair, and he became an overnight sensation among the judges. The result was the judges not only awarded Old Butch the Nobel Peace Prize, but they also awarded him the Pulitzer Prize as well. Clearly, Old Butch was a politician in the making. Who else but a politician could figure out how to win 2 of the most coveted awards on our planet by being the best at sneaking up on the unsuspecting populace and screwing them when they weren't paying attention? Vote carefully this fall. The bells are not always audible. Yesterday, a friend called and asked if I could loan her $500 to help her pay her rent. I wanted to be helpful to someone in such need. I told her, "Let me check my account, and I will call you right back." Before I could double-check, her sister calls and says, "Don't give her any money because she's lying." Her sister told me that she wants to use the $500 to get her boyfriend out of jail so they can be together for her birthday. I thought about it for a minute, then decided to go ahead and give her the $500. A few minutes ago, she called me from the local jail, crying about being arrested. She started screaming, asking, "Why did I give her counterfeit money?" I replied, "So you and your man could be together for your birthday." A 100-year-old couple enters a lawyer's office. After inviting them to sit, he asks what he can do for them. They tell him they are seeking to divorce. The lawyer is puzzled and asks how long they've been married for. 79 long years, the woman replies. The man adds that they've been deeply unhappy and disinterested in each other for many decades. The lawyer is a bit shocked and asks why, after all this time, have they chosen to get divorced. The ancient couple exchange a glance, and the man says, "Well, we just thought we should wait till the children were dead." A pothead and a leper are in jail, and suddenly Leper's right foot starts to itch. He scratches it against the wall and it falls off. He takes it and tosses it through their cell window. The pothead is looking at the leper and lights up a joint. Suddenly, Leper's left foot starts to itch. He scratches it against the wall and it falls off. He takes it and tosses it through the cell window. The pothead is already pretty high and still watches the leper. Next, Leper's left arm starts to itch. He scratches it against the wall and it falls off. He takes it and tosses it through the cell window. The pothead is now very high and visibly excited. Finally, Leper's right arm starts to itch. He scratches it against the wall and it falls off. He grabs it with his teeth and tosses it through the cell window. The pothead starts jumping around the cell and cheering, "Way to go, man! You're almost out!" An old couple goes shopping. At the grocery store, the wife continuously nags the husband about the cost of all the things he wants to buy, and he grumbles back at her. When they get to the canned fruit aisle, she looks at a can of peaches and exclaims, "That's ridiculous," at the price. Looking both ways, she slips it into her purse. After they leave the store, a police officer stops them, informing her she was seen stealing the peaches on video. When she gets to court to answer for her crime, the judge says, This kind of petty theft is unacceptable and becoming more common. I'm afraid I need to make a lesson of you. He looks at her carefully. How many peaches are in the can you stole? 7, she replied. Very well. I am sentencing you to 7 days in jail. Just then the husband piped up. Your Honor? Yes? I should probably tell you she also stole a can of peas. A duck walks into a store. He shouts at the proprietor, Hey, got any duck food? The store proprietor answers, No, we don't. The next day, the duck returns and asks, Hey, got any duck food? The store proprietor says, I told you yesterday we don't have any duck food. Now please leave. The next day, the duck returns and asks, Hey, got any duck food? The store proprietor says, For the last time, we don't have any duck food. And if you come back here and ask again, I'm gonna nail your feet to the floor. The next day, the duck returns and asks, Hey, got any nails? The store proprietor answers, No, we don't. The duck replies, Good. Got any duck food?